Hi friends! Welcome back to another video. I hope you have all been doing okay during these very tumultuous times we've all been experiencing. I just want to take a second and tell everybody to stay safe, and I know we are all pretty stressed out from the current events taking place on our planet. I just want you to know that I love you guys, and I'm sending out all my positivity and light to you. Alright, so today's topic piggybacks a little bit off from my last video, which is about how to change your mindset about your art. I'll pop a notification up on the screen in case you haven't seen it, and you can go back and watch that before watching this video. One of the points I made in that video was discussing social media and how it can affect our feelings about our artwork. I'd like to start off first by saying that social media platforms are actually a really great tool and asset to have as an artist. It's an awesome way to get your artwork out into the world and meet and interact with like-minded artists and people. Since we live in the age of technology, it's pretty sweet knowing what's up all the time and seeing into people's lives. In fact, it's almost crazy to think that the world wasn't like this not so long ago. But while social media does have a ton of benefits, there are also downfalls that go along with it. For instance, we are connected to people all the time. It drives us to live in a fast-paced environment, always having to see what's hot and new in the world. Too many times people, myself included, don't take time out to just get away from technology and really live in the moment. Actually, whenever I take a vacation, I almost never have my phone on, just because I find myself glued to it a little more than I'd like to admit, if I do keep it on. When I take a break from everything, it feels so refreshing, and I always come back to my work feeling recharged and ready to draw. So anyway, back on topic. Another downside to social media is, as you all probably know, comparison. And this is what our topic is going to be about today. As artists, we tend to fall deep into the trap of comparing ourselves and our work to others. It's a difficult thing to overcome because I think a lot of it just has to do with being human. It seems like we're kind of wired to compare ourselves to other people. Now, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but that's just my opinion on the matter. I think there are a few reasons why we compare ourselves to other artists on social media, and the first is the very human need to fit in with others. That's a no-brainer. Humans are social little creatures, and we feel comfortable and happy when we feel we are accepted amongst our peers. Another reason why I think we compare ourselves to others is because we seek validation about our artwork. I mean, who doesn't love seeing comments and likes on a drawing that we toiled over for hours? I know that I don't stand alone on that, and that's okay. It's normal to feel really good about people loving your work. Now, while these things are just kind of part of life as an artist, I'd like to try and give some advice on how to be more at peace with where you're at, and to help you see that you don't have to be constantly comparing yourself to other artists. Now, I just want to clear something up. I'm not saying that all comparison is bad. In fact, drawing inspiration from an artist with a huge following is great. It's a good tactic to use to get yourself motivated about your own work. I'm mostly talking about those annoying negative feelings about yourself that crop up because you feel left out or unnoticed on social media. So to start, if you're relatively new to posting your art on social media, it's always good to find and follow other artists who don't have a huge following. I know when I was new to Instagram, it was pretty daunting to see artists with over 100,000 followers. I fell into that comparison trap, and I felt like my artwork wasn't good enough, and that there was no way that it would ever be recognized. What I didn't realize at the time is that it's a slow process, but it's a meaningful journey, and I've learned a lot about myself and my artwork throughout the years. So, if you're just starting out, don't worry. You'll get there. And as I talked about in my last video, just post the art that you're passionate about, and you will build an audience that is unique to you and your artwork. Now, if you've been posting to social media for a while, I'll just use Instagram in particular as my example here, it can be really discouraging to see your insights and analytics take a big dip. And maybe you aren't getting as many likes on a drawing or you aren't gaining any new followers. This is actually something that's recently happened to me, and trust me, it's been hard trying not to feel negative about it. In my mind, I just want to think that my content is boring and that people don't like it as much. And while that could certainly be a possibility, what we all have to realize is that social media platforms have ever-changing algorithms. And Instagram's new algorithm in particular has hit a lot of content creators and has taken down their impressions. So if this has happened to you, take a second, breathe, don't let it get to you. I know, that's really hard. But in the grand scheme of things, likes and follows are just catering to that need to the feeling I mentioned before, which is validation. I think that if we can learn to relax into this kind of situation, it will more than likely improve with a little bit of patience. The next tip I have coincides a little bit with the last one, and that is to draw from your own ideas and try not to make your work look like another artist's style. Alright, here's the scenario. You see an artist with a large following who posts consistently gorgeous work that everybody loves, and you feel that if you draw something similar to their style, you'll get that recognition too. I did this when I was a young lass. Okay, sorry. I found out that it doesn't really do much in terms of recognition. And I think the reason for that is because when you are relying too much on someone else's ideas and styles, it isn't coming off as authentic and true to other people. No, I'm not talking about tracing or blatantly ripping off from another artist here. That's for another video, and trust me, I have a lot to say about that topic. I know that it can be a little nerve-wracking to get your own ideas out there, especially when you feel like people might not accept them or like them. Truth is, when you are being authentic with yourself and confident in your ideas, it's like a beacon that will attract people to you. So, lastly, and most importantly, see your artwork as fun and not as a competition to try and be better than other people. It's healthy to have good, solid goals for where you'd like to take your artwork, but it's also healthy to remember why you draw in the first place, which I'm assuming is because you love it and it's your passion. I just want to say that your personal success will come in the exact way and time that it's supposed to, so just trust the process and relax. I hope you guys were able to get a little bit of advice from this video. Just remember, as the old saying goes, comparison is the thief of happiness. So love yourself and your art where it's at right now, and things will work out. I speak from experience, but I'm definitely still trying to get this down pat as well. Anyway, if you liked the video, please don't forget to tap like and subscribe, and leave a comment about your experiences in overcoming the pressures of social media, if you'd like. I always love hearing what y'all have to say. Alright, I'm out. Stay safe, and I hope you all have a beautiful weekend and upcoming week. Peace, friends!